Before we get into today's video, I've got 3 things for you. Number 1, if you want to get a notification whenever we post a new video, make sure you ring that bell. Number 2, there's a TCG Player affiliate link in the show notes. After clicking that link, every purchase you make on tcgplayer.com helps support this channel. Number 3, you'll also find a link to our Patreon where you can support us directly. And now, kick back and enjoy the show.
Hey Spikes, welcome back to another Thursday with us, your friendly neighborhood Spike Feeders. We are coming at you with a little bit of a, just a laid back episode with decks that we're more familiar with, I would say. We do have some favorites and some underdogs, I would say, coming back to join us.
Right.
Specifically Jerry. It's been like
a little targeted.
Probably like a season and a half since he's been in a game.
Feels like centuries.
Yeah,
it's like centuries. But
Jerry's been farming, feeding Canadians.
Yeah, all of the Canadians.
I don't know.
Everyone.
Every single person. Anyway, so welcome back, Jerry.
Hey, thanks,
Fun
man.
to have you on the show. Just to do the roll call, I'm playing Najila. It's been a little bit since I've been able to play her, so it's still the same Flash Hulk build. Hopefully we're going to do the same things that you guys have seen before, like activating Mirror Entity twice.
Yeah, I'm playing Bears and Cars. This is a stacked deck. It uses hate bears, and it uses them to crew vehicles. And so hopefully we get like a universal detriment to the table, while I am just beating face with beefy vehicles.
With vehicles that have guys that are like this in them.
This is like a little different than what you've seen on the channel in the past. I was going Azorius before under Grand Arbiter, and now I'm Esper, because Timna and Silas Wren are... a better combo for this deck. It's card advantage and recursion for artifacts, which is exactly what this deck wants to do. So, thank you to Cameron from the Lab Maniacs for recommending that. It's a fun deck. I really like playing it.
I'm here with somebody who has been betrayed lately by his noble followers. Prosh, Sky Raider of Care. It's a food chain deck. He's the OG, and he's here to show you why. It's a little bit of a slower build. There's some stacks elements to separate it from the Go Fast, Tazri, Niv, or First Sliver that have arisen. But yeah, good old Jund food chain.
I'm back with, I think this is the first time I'm playing my own Braille list in a while. I think the past 3 times have been other people's Braille lists that I've gotten to play. So I'm back with Brea Bomberman. She's my bae, and I'm just gonna bomb people out. I don't know, man.
Alright, and I will be starting us off in turn order, so I will draw for my turn. Okay, you know what? I was gonna play another land, but because I drew this one, I do want to show it off. I'm gonna play Forest into Noble Hierarch and pass the turn.
Wow, I like the low-key rubbins.
The low-key rubbins.
Draw card. I would like to play this Morphic Pool untapped. And I think I'm just going to pass the turn.
I'm going to draw for my turn. Let's see. I'm going to play a Cydia Brass. And I'm going to be the first to take a damage to myself. First Blood, 39.
We got him on the ropes, boys.
And I'm going to cast a Llanowar Elves. Ooh. Pass the turn to my good friend Jeremiah.
Electrically? But what? Untap, draw. I haven't played Magic in forever. I don't know how to play Magic.
What's your excuse on talking?
I haven't. I
haven't. Corn!
Misty Rainforest. Yes, sir. I will pass the turn.
I'll draw a card. And I'm going to play Command Tower. And I think it's going to be her time in the sun. I'm going to cast Najila, or at least attempt to.
Okay, I'm going to respond to that.
Yep.
Ooh. I'm going to cast Vampiric Tutor.
Oh,
I'm going to respond to that.
Oh,
I'm going to crack Misty Rainforest.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Jared to 39. Does anybody have a response to Jerry's?
Actually, I do.
Crack.
Can we search at the same time?
Yeah,
there?
we can.
Cracked my Misty Rainforest. I'm going to get a Watergrave tapped.
Okay, I'm going to put this card on top, and when Vampiric Tutor resolves, I'm going to lose 2 life.
38.
I am on the throne. Haha.
Okay, I would like to untap.
Wow. Well, hang on. Is Najila resolving?
Is Najila resolving?
No, I'd like to untap. Exile it from the stack, please.
I'm good. Pass the turn.
Okay. Untap. Draw this card.
Oh, what card is it?
This one.
Oh.
I'm going to play an island.
Okay.
You would.
And I'm going to cast Smuggler's Copter.
Huh.
Oh, smugly cops.
Yep. Then I would like to pass the turn.
Did you see how I reached for Najila there, assuming she was going to...
I'm going to draw. Ooh, that's a good draw. Yeah, it's a really good draw.
It's probably food chain. He's going to win the game.
Yeah, I'm going to play a command tower. I'm going to tap my command tower for an Elves of Deep Shadow.
That's not a food chain.
I'm going to tap my Llanowar Elves for
food
a
chain?
Findhorn Elves. And I'm going to tap my City of Brass, take a pain to 38, and cast Miri's Guile.
Wow. That
Since
is
he's
a...
running top.
It's not even a judge promo.
It's not. It's Tempest. I don't think it...
It does.
It does?
Does?
Yeah, it was very recently, a judge promo. I have one if you want it.
I mean, I'll buy it from him.
Deals on Cam.
Pass the turn.
Untap. Draw this magic card. Ooh. I will play a Tundra, and I'll tap 2 mana for Barbarino.
Ooh. Wow.
I'll pass the turn.
All right.
I played it out as a 2 mana blocker for Najila.
That's fair.
Yeah, big brain plays.
Draw a card. Oh, interesting. I'm going to play this Overgrown Tomb untapped.
Ooh.
I'm trying to meet you guys.
Bill's going to go 38.
Wow. I'm
Jerry's
on
on the throne.
I'm going to move to combat and attack Jim for 4.
Okay, that blocks. So 34?
34.
Then I'm going to tap these here. Oh, sorry, it was an extra 1 from Exalted.
Oh,
it is the only
Yeah, it attacks,
it attacks
originally.
33.
Cool. Then I'm going to tap 3 and pay 2 life, going to 36, and cast Birthing Pod.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Okay.
Hey?
Do I want to pod something right now? I think I do. I'm going to tap Noble Hierarch, pay another 2 life, and activate Breaking Pod, sacking the Noble Hierarch.
34 life.
Alright, and off of the pod, I'm going to get Bloom Tender.
Tendy blooms.
Tendies, and I'll pass the turn.
That card is
Chicken tendies?
better than Noble Hierarch right now.
I'll untap. Draw a card. I'm going to play this Scalding Tarn.
How hot is it?
Why must we tarn?
I think I'm going to crack the Scalding Tarn. I'm going to get this Tundra.
Ooh.
Then, I think I'm going to cast Painseer.
Oh!
That's a spicy
I love this
one.
card.
That's attack.
I love this card. Painseer is Bob, but it triggers when you untap it.
Okay.
So that's kind of cool. So then I think I'm just going to pass the turn.
Ooh, no attacks.
Leave on blocks.
No, Smuggler's Copter triggers on blocks too.
Yeah,
And
that's really good.
if nobody attacks me, then I can just crew it with Painseer on Bill's end step and still get the Bob effect.
Yep.
So,
In my upkeep, I'm going to Miri's Guile. Look at the top 3, no cheating. I will put them back in this order.
So you put the food chain on top.
And draw this card. Food Chain.
He's not saying anything and not even denying that.
Everybody be cool. I'm going to play a Badlands. And I'm going to...
That's bad news for us.
Cast Wheel of Fortune.
Oh.
Oh.
I have no effects.
Bill,
I have no effects.
I'm going to respond.
Being sad.
I'm going to cast Brainstorm.
Oh.
That's really good.
That resolves?
Yep,
Yep.
no effects.
Okay, I'll draw 3 cards.
You get to keep your best 2 cards.
Okay, Brainstorm resolves.
Alrighty. I am discarding Luxury Suite and Genesis Hydra.
Ooh. I am discarding Jace, Wielder of Mysteries, Steam Vents, Underground Sea, Talisman of Indulgence, Jace Vryn's Prodigy, and Demonic Consultation.
Wow.
Wow.
I'm discarding Viscera Seer, Eldritch Evolution, Recruiter of the Guard, Academy Rector, Sneak Attack.
How good is Rector Sneak Attack, though?
Rector, Sneak Attack.
Especially since you can, like, Sneak Attack the Rector in and then Eldritch Evo it away.
Or Birthing Pod.
That's so good.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm discarding Back to Basics, Mox Diamond, Mana Evolve, Chain of Vapor.
Wow, this was a good Wheel of Fortune. I'm going to draw 7 cards. How about you guys?
I'm going to elect to draw 8.
Oh, that's cheating.
You sure?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm really sure, actually.
Moderately.
Yeah, these are some pretty good cards, my guys. Alrighty. I'm going to take a pain off of this City of Brass, go to 37,
Running away with it.
and I'm going to cast the biggest oof.
Oh,
Ooh.
Collector.
Oh no!
Oof.
I would... Jerry, do you have a response?
I have 0 response.
Bill? I'd like to respond by crewing Smuggler Copter.
That's insane.
Can't you crew a vehicle anyway without it? Or is it an activated
Activated ability.
Okay.
It's an activated ability. Yeah.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, if my man resolves, I will pass. Oh, I will not pass. This is a sorcery. I'm going to take a pain off of this Elves of Deep Shadow.
Cool.
Go to 36 and cast Imperial Seal.
Oh.
There it is.
Guys, I found the whatchamacallit. I found
Jared, do you
yeah,
have
pass
effects?
priority.
Oh,
I have no effects.
Yep, do it.
alrighty. I'm going to put this card on top with my Seal of the Imperial and go to 34.
Guys, I'm so far ahead. I'm like 10% higher than all of your life totals.
I'm going to pass the turn.
That's crazy, man.
I'm gonna untap, upkeep Trigger Bob. I'm gonna take 3.
Ooh. You were saying?
You know,
I get Jerry at 34.
I have Jerry at 36.
36.
36.
39 minus
Oh,
3.
yeah, that's right.
Then I'm going to draw another card as card for turn and be sad about all my artifacts.
Oh, yeah. Oof. Oof. Or
Alf.
weef.
Goofy?
Oofy.
I'm going to play a Spire of Industry.
Oh.
What's that? City of Brass for artifacts?
City of Brass if I have an artifact.
Oh.
So I'm going to play a Lotus Petal for no value.
There we go.
Just as an artifact. And then, like... Oh, my goodness.
I will not block.
I know, like, it's just one of those things where, like, I might have to do a thing, but I don't know if it's the right thing. We just wheeled, Elliot Imperial sealed. I'm gonna get probe Elliot.
Oh. Paying life?
No, yes, sorry. Yes.
You idiot.
Now,
Now Jerry is with the rest of us.
34. Look at your hand.
Okay, here you go.
What's in his hand?
Tainted Pack, Dark Writ, Regrowth, and 2 lands.
You can
So,
tell the truth.
He did tell the truth.
yeah, absolutely.
I am also telling the truth.
Okay.
Wait, what's the logic puzzle? If you were lying, would you tell the truth about it?
I'm gonna cut that to make it work, but
Okay. Does it do anything?
You should attack.
I mean, I'm going to attack.
Don't attack.
what?
I'm going to attack Elliot
No,
for 2.
no. You need Najila blockers. He's going to activate
Trust me,
Najila on his turn.
It's fine.
Okay.
I have no blocks. 32.
32.
I just wanted to get someone off the throne, and then I'm going to tap 3 mana, and I'm going to Toxic Deluge. X equals
2, I guess.
2.
Yeah, it's like 2.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Gila to the command zone.
I could tap Spire of Industry for a colorless for that, so that's what I
Okay.
did.
So
So I'm
you are
losing
paying
2,
life.
so I'm down
That's
to
a good
32.
Yeah,
Bob down 2. Don't worry, guys. Okay, pass the turn.
I'm okay with that. I don't get my Pain Seer trigger, but it's like fine.
Yeah, I'm okay with this.
I think I'm also okay with that because now the
The Najila's turn. And,
Yeah.
and the Bloom Tender, because he was going to activate.
Yes.
I'm going to play Volcanic Island.
And he's lost a bunch of creatures. So
Tap
okay with
this forest for birds. And green-white Safi. And pass.
Okay. Untap.
Rebuild!
Draw card. I'm going to play Scrubland. Then I would like to cast Linvala, Keeper of Silence.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay. Then I would like to Crew Smuggler's Copter.
Yep.
Move to combat.
Yep.
I will attack Jerry for 3. Trigger Smuggler's Copter.
Yes, the trigger happens before damage.
Yeah, I'll draw a card. I will discard Flooded Strand. Then 3 damage to Jerry.
29.
29.
Second main phase. I'm going to cast Chrome Mox,
Oof.
pitching Path to Exile.
Oh.
So taps for a white.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then I'm going to cast Sarah Ascended.
Oh!
30 or more life?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, so it is,
That's
it is
a
active.
6/6.
It is currently active.
Then-
Do you have a response?
I have no response.
No response.
I'm going to pay 2 life.
Okay.
Oh.
Misstep happens.
Yeah. Bill is at 32.
And I will pass the turn.
Wow. I will untap. Yeah. This is sad now. I will Miri's Guile in my upkeep.
You think?
I think that was...
I think that's
worthwhile.
2 life for a 6/6 speeder with lifelink.
Yeah, if I had a way to deal damage to him, then I would be less worried about it. But, like, with it being a 6/6, I don't. So...
You attack him, swing with the bird, send a message. It's a flying, isn't it? After...
It has flying.
Yeah, it has flying.
Yeah. When it's active.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I'm going to put these back like this with my Miri's Guile.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to draw a card for my turn. Oh!
Jane. I'm guessing it. I guess he could have switched it now that the plan's changed and he has Mary's Guile.
Big brain place. I'm going to play a swamp. A snow-covered swamp.
That was the
sorry.
card that he drew.
Yep.
Yeah, planned it.
No, that was one of the lands. I know. I had. We saw.
I'm going to take a pain off of this City of Brass. Going to 31.
How am I the lowest life total? What happened?
And I'm going to cast Regrowth.
Oh.
Targeting?
Collector Oof.
Oh.
Oofy?
Weave?
Collector
I
Weave.
know
Jerry?
No
Fair?
effects.
Yeah, no, that resolves.
I would like to return it to my hand. I would like to cast it. Ooh! That's pretty good.
I'm just gonna say this for the memes. Oof.
No artifacts, no creatures. Nobody can do anything.
Let's just put these cards.
Yeah.
Yep, that is my turn.
Untap. Draw.
We just need something that says you cannot activate activated abilities of lands.
Karn plus Mycosynth Lattice. Go!
Okay, I'm gonna tap 3 mana using Spire of Industry for a colorless again, so I don't have to lose needless life. I'm gonna play a Trinket Mage.
Oh.
And trigger Trinket Mage.
Tringerned Mage.
Get this useless Soul Ring and put it in my hand.
Useless. What an idiot.
I will then pass the turn.
I'm going to untap. I'm going to draw a card. That was pretty cool. I'm going to play this Plateau as my land for the turn. And then I think we're just going to run her out while everybody's tapped out. I'm going to recast Vegila.
Oh.
Yeah, nice try.
Nice try.
Nice try. Then I will attack James for 2.
Ooh, James.
Go to 30.
Still back on the throne.
And I'm good after that.
Let me just check my graveyard real quick.
Uh-oh.
Do you have free
Is
hand?
Silas Wren coming out?
I don't know.
Like, probably.
Dig through time?
Okay. Untap. Draw card. Inventor's Fair as my
Or...
land for turn.
I'm not even gonna do it.
That's actually very fair, to be fair.
Yeah,
To be fair.
To be Inventor's Fair.
Right now it's extraordinarily fair.
Yep.
Until he plays an Aradara Express.
Choo, choo,
Choo. He can search for the Ardar Express.
Yeah. I'm going to...
What did you bring to the fair? A train.
I'm going to cast Timna.
Yeah, that's pretty fair.
Weavy.
That's really good.
Then I would like to move to combat.
Yep.
I'll declare attacks at Jerry
Yep.
for 3 in the air.
Yep. 26.
Second main phase. Timna trigger.
Yep.
Lose 1 life. Go to 29. Draw a card.
Maybe this Prosh plan isn't so bad.
I was gonna say this cast Prosh might win.
Cards in hand.
Uh-oh. A couple. 4.
Cards in hand.
7.
Cards in hand.
4.
If you play like a wheel fight, this Soul Ring's gonna go to the graveyard.
I think I'm just going to cast Silas Ren.
You cannot activate this Chromox.
Oh, yeah, right. That's interesting. Okay, I'm going to cast a Talisman of Progress.
Ooh.
And I will pass the turn.
He ran out his artifact. I just put it in my hand. I had a place to put it.
Might as well cast
Yeah,
it.
might as well.
I'm going to untap.
Might as well.
And in my upkeep, I'm going to trigger this Miri's Guile. Yeah. I'm going to put them back like this. And draw a card for my turn. I'm going to play this Twilight Mire. Everybody be cool.
Okay. By the way, that was his other card in his hand.
Nice.
His other land card. So I am out of lands known.
I'm just going to pass the turn.
That's bad for us, probably.
That's 5 mana you're holding up there, bud.
Don't talk to me. Or myself.
That's 5 Nature's Claims.
Untapped.
claims.
Draw.
How long till we see that in a standard set? Destroy 5 target artifacts. Target player gains 20 life.
If it was like 3 green, I would play that.
Seeds of Innocence.
Yeah.
I'm getting pretty tired of holding this card in my hand.
Is it Soul Ring?
I'm going to play out a Lion's Eye Diamond.
Yeah.
Stone count 1.
Then I'm going to tap Spire of
Me too.
Tundra.
Spire of Tundra.
Tundra of
No
Industry.
water. We're going to tap the Watery Grave. That took way more effort than it would need it to be.
Tundra Street.
I'm going to play out a Soul Ring.
Oh, wow.
Battlecraft Online.
Nice.
Did you say Battlecraft?
Metalcraft?
Maximum armor.
Pass the turn.
Power overwhelming.
That's a good one.
I know. I'm gonna draw a card.
I'm Bill.
Oh, me too. I don't know how effective this is going to be, but let's see. I'm going to play the City of Brass.
Hey, me too.
Hey, nice. I think I just want to... I think I have to wait, but I really want to do this. I think if I'm waiting, I roll this out, because it's pretty free. I'm
What's
going
free?
to cast Mystic Remora.
Oh, that is pretty
Ooh.
free.
Prosh is a creature, idiot.
Yeah,
Maybe I'll
it,
hold
like,
off on casting my artifacts for now.
Yeah, it
I'm
maybe
glad I
draws
did
me
this
cards,
now.
and it maybe doesn't. You know, it is what it is.
It is pretty free.
It is pretty what it is.
I just played the Lion's Eye
I'm
Diamond.
going to pass the turn, I think.
I can't wait to crack this Lion's Eye Diamond
Oh, I do.
after you guys wheel in response to one of you guys' draw.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just having a good time over here, guys. Thanks for
I'm
inviting
really-
me back.
I'm
I'm
really
glad you
glad.
guys didn't completely fire me.
Not we tried. God, the
I'm
contracts.
going to move to combat. I will attack Jerry for 3 in the air.
Swinging him with the Timna. He's not blocking.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I'm going to do that, too.
Okay.
Elliot, you should block.
Oh, you're right.
So that Jerry can activate
God,
his hand.
Jerry's just so good at politics.
Jerry goes to 23.
Yes,
goes to
mine's at
29.
29.
Damn it.
Second main. I'm going to...
You
Bill,
go to 31.
you
right,
are-
'cause of, like,
yes.
And then secretly.
And then back down to 29.
Back to 29.
Yeah, draw 2 cards.
Okay. So, just after that, I'm at 23, Bill's at 32, Jim's at 29, and Elliot's at 29?
Yes,
Is that what
that's
everyone
what
else
I
has? Okay.
Second main, I'm going to play this Ancient Tomb.
Ooh.
Then, I would like to
Play Mystic
tap this
Remora?
for 2.
Oh.
Go to 27. Then, white, and 2 other cards. I'm going to cast Sun Titan.
Responses?
No effects.
I have a response.
I'm going to mana drain it.
I'm going to tap Spire of Industry for a blue,
Oh god, he's got a mana drain.
going down to 22. I'm going to attempt to mana drain that.
Somebody counter that mana drain. Bill?
Maybe.
No effect.
I'm going to pass priority.
But
Yowza zowza.
Hey, yowza dudes.
This mana drain, hey?
Trigger. Do you pay for it?
Sure.
Yeah, you can draw a card.
Does it counter the mana drain? Okay. Well,
Jeez.
I mean, I'd probably counter the Sun Titan instead of the Mana Drain. That way the Mana Drain fizzles, and he doesn't get a Sun Titan.
oh, big if true. Mm-hmm. What do you have in your graveyard, actually?
Sarah Ascendant.
That's pretty good.
I think this is the time to go for it, as it were.
Go for it. On somebody else's turn.
Consultation.
I like stuff.
I'm going to tap this swamp for a dark ritual.
Trigger. Pay for it.
Not paying for.
Aha.
Yeah. I got no responses.
Dark Ritual resolves.
Yep.
I would like to. So I have 3. Make it 5. Cast Ad Nauseum.
Okay.
I'm not paying those 4.
Nice.
I have to do
Now's
some...
the time to Narset's Reversal the Mana Drain. Mana Drain the Ad Nauseam.
Hold on, I have to do math in my head. So... This is this upkeep or?
It's
First main phase.
Yeah.
Oh, he wants to pay for a pact negation.
Yep.
Ad nauseum.
He's at 29.
Ad nauseum. I have no effects to ad nauseum.
Yep, that resolves.
Alrighty.
So I'll track your life total.
Perfect. Overgrown Tomb is 0. Bloodstained Mire, also 0. Demonic Tutor.
27.
Eternal Witness.
24.
Pretty good.
Sylvan Library.
22.
Stranglehold.
18.
Vampiric Tutor.
17.
Verdant Catacombs is 0. Taiga is 0. Plunge into Darkness
What
is
is that?
2.
15.
Do you still run the big Chancellor of the Forge?
No. Yeah, I think I got it. You attacked already, right? Yeah, let's just, Rift Sweeper is 2.
13.
Simian Spirit Guide, 3.
10.
Goblin Bombardment.
8.
Oh, that's a win con.
Blood Crypt is 0. Spire Garden is 0. Deathrite Shaman,
7.
Nature's Claim.
6.
6. Summoner's Pact.
0.
I will stop there.
Elliot is at 6.
Okay, so Anizing resolved, back to Mana Drain on the
Mana
Sun
Drain on
Titan.
the stack.
I have no further effects.
Okay.
That is fine.
Mana Drain counters Sun Titan.
Yes.
I will put
Delayed
it
trigger
dice,
for Jerry.
just to remind me of that. I'll actually use the handy dandy reminder token.
Okay.
Handy dandy notebook.
So I would like to... Question.
Yep.
Does anybody have a way to get rid of this collector oof?
If you can untap two lands of mine.
I
So
do.
that's a no. You do?
I do.
I'll windfall if you do.
Oh.
I'm okay with that. Hang on, I gotta think.
I'm okay with this.
Oh, that's really good. It gets to draw me a bunch of cards.
Yes.
I have.
It also gets to draw Elliot a bunch of cards too. So it's like
it draws us into counter magic, right? Is what it does.
because my only counter. So full disclosure, only counter magic is Pact Negation, and so I can get. So the only reason
I've got a bunch. I assume Bill has a bunch. Like spot removal and that kind of thing.
Okay. So you're in your post-combat main phase?
Correct.
Is there a way that I can do something? Like, how do I get priority in your post-combat main phase?
wait till it ends.
I just pass priority to go to my end step.
Oh, so you pass priority in his main
then
phase?
do you
No,
still
it's
get
in the
passed?
main phase. So
Yeah,
then
but then
you
once the round of priority
okay.
ends,
Then
then I
okay.
get priority back.
then there's another round of main phase.
Okay. So
Okay, I'll pass priority, attempt to move to my end step.
No effects.
No effects.
I'm going to... I'm going to pay 10 life and Fire Covenant.
Nice.
Destroying your guys' creatures.
Wow, that's rude.
Fire.
I told you I could do it. I didn't say that it was going to be...
I might have a response.
Right.
Yep.
I might have a response.
Yep.
I am going to exile Simeon Spirit Guide.
Yes.
To add a red. Tap this City of Brass, going to 5 life.
You're at 5. Oh.
To cast Tainted Pact.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I will
Yeah,
exile
sorry.
Vexing Shusher. Avoid Fate. Don't ask. Forest. Null Rod. Red Elemental Blast. I will put...
Sorry. Trigger off of the Tainted Pact.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I will put Red Elemental Blast into my hand.
Yep.
The rest are exiled. Fire Covenant kills my oof.
Okay.
Okay.
Nobody else has other effects?
The other creatures as well.
And
Yeah.
your guys' stuff.
I thought you were going to take an entirely different line there.
So now that the oof is gone, you can windfall.
Well, but he's going to read Elemental.
I have Pact of Negation.
Oh, right. Okay. So, the line... we'll talk about it after the game.
Because
If you guys are interested in seeing what I thought Elliot should do there, we'll talk about it after the
Because
game.
now that the oof is gone, it unlocks my mana.
Yes. Okay, so I would like to cast Windfall.
I forgot about the Pact of Negation.
So did I.
That's why I brought it up, and so
Yeah.
to make sure you still did it.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I will attempt to Red Elemental Blast.
I was hoping you wouldn't do
Let's do it.
Pact of Negation, the red elemental blast.
Yep.
if Elliot can record Oof by the end of the game.
So in response to Windfall, I have an effect.
Okay.
Wait.
yeah.
But first,
Oh,
we
God.
have
So many
First-
Mystic Remora triggers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's 3 of them.
3. Draw 3 cards.
Because I don't think any of us are playing.
3. Okay.
Crack the Lion's Eye Diamond, I guess, to pay.
I think I want to do this, but I'm not sure on what. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to pay 3. Taking a life. I'm taking a damage off of the City of Brass. And I'm going to flash in Necromancy, targeting Sun Titan.
Oh.
That's a loop.
Yeah.
Hold on.
It's not currently a loop.
He needs a sack outlet.
It's
but-
not currently a loop, because Sun Titan goes to your graveyard.
Right, that's true.
Oh, okay.
Safi is to my graveyard
Right,
specifically.
yeah, okay.
I'm just doing this for value because I'm going to discard the Necromancy anyway.
Hold on.
okay,
Give me
so-
my graveyard back, first of all.
Well,
You got a Necromancy.
yeah, I'm casting.
You're casting Necromancy.
This is after these things have
Yeah.
resolved.
Oh.
Just Windfall's on the stack.
Okay, Windfall is on the stack. Necromancy. I'm going to pass on Necromancy.
Yeah, me too.
Same.
Cool.
Okay, Necromancy ETB trigger. Just take the Sun Titan.
Okay. Necromancy ETB trigger.
Sun Titan.
Sun Titan ETB trigger.
How many triggers are on the damn stack?
I'm just gonna get this Bloom Tender back.
Okay, Windfall.
No effects.
Windfall
effects.
happens.
Cards in everybody's hand.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
I have 2
Okay.
triggers I have to remember in my upkeep.
So, Elliot, what are you discarding? Like all the stuff that you drew up at now.
yeah.
Jerry, what are you discarding?
Sensei's Divining Top, Walking Ballista, Is It Charm, Angel's Grace.
Okay.
Importantly, I am discarding everything I drew off of the Ad Nauseam plus a food chain.
Oh, nice.
I'm discarding Soul Ring, Enlightened Tutor, Imperial Recruiter, Swan Song, Mana Drain, Zulaport Cutthroat, 2 lands.
Wow. I'm discarding Heart of Kirin, Enlightened Tutor, and Leonin Arbiter. Okay, I would like to cast Mox Opal.
Is it active?
Yep.
It is.
Oh, okay.
Ultra active. I have 4 artifacts.
Wow.
I'm going to use it to cast Mystic Remora.
2 triggers for my Mystic Remora.
Yeah, do it.
Okay. Sorry,
Then-
I'm really bad at playing Mystic Remora, everybody.
Then I would like to move to my end step.
In James's end step, I'm going to cast Paying 2 life, Noxious Revival.
Targeting?
Are you
Food
paying the 8?
I'm not paying either of the 4s.
Okay.
Um,
Oh,
sorry, I'm
so
just...
my
he's
draw
at
card
3?
happens first.
Yeah, I know, I'm just
Yeah,
okay.
Elliot's a 3. So I'm going to draw a card.
Active player, non-active player. Mine goes first. You're the active player.
It goes in. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
So I get to draw first.
Yep.
Cool.
Then I'll draw. Yeah, Noxious Revival. Or priority.
priority. I'm gonna pay 2 life and mental misstep it.
Are you paying the 8?
No.
Cool.
So I'm down to 20.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So I would like to discard for my turn.
Sure.
I'm going to discard Combo, Blind Obedience, Narset, and a whole lot of lands. Just like a bunch of lands.
Okay.
I don't know exactly what order this happens in, but I also sacrifice this Necromancy in your cleanup step.
Yep. Okay, that's it for me.
Okay. Untap. All right. So in my upkeep, look at the top 3 with Miri's Guile. Put them back like this. And draw this one. Let's see. I'm going to play a Snow-Covered Forest. I'm going to cast Birds of Paradise.
That's a creature. No draws for Mystic Remorse.
I'm going to cast a Gorilla Shaman.
Ooh, that's actually really good right now.
That's really good against Jerry. Oh, man.
Oh no, Jerry. Things are not looking good for our heroes.
Gorilla Shaman.
Yep. I am going to activate Gorilla Shaman, targeting Lion's Eye Diamond.
Activate it. Show force.
Activate it.
I'm going to activate Gorilla Shaman, targeting Lotus Petal.
Crack it for a blue in response.
Sure.
Wait. Sorry, hold on. That was just a
Reflex.
reflex. Crack it for a black in response.
Okay.
A black. Okay, move to combat.
Yep. Wait, sorry. No, tap Soul Ring. I did this for a reason, Jerry. Stop being bad at magic. Tainted Pact.
Oh.
Trigger.
You can draw.
Trigger.
So with a colorless
I guess, yeah, you get to draw first.
Yep.
Yep, I have no effects to Tainted Pact.
I'm going to look at my graveyard. Yep, that's where it is. Okay, cool.
This is a weird game.
This is a very weird game.
Don't look at my hand, guys. I promise.
Don't look at me.
So I need to find a way to pay for a Pact of Negation. Silence. Arid Mesa. Faithless Looting. Wow, not even combo.
exiles it.
Can't do it out of the graveyard. Ooh, flipped one there.
okay.
It's gonna be fine. Flooded Strand. Felwar Stone. Island. Talisman of Progress. Marsh Flats. Wooded Foothills. Mana Confluence.
Jerry, your deck's pretty.
That is.
I keep forgetting.
Demonic Tutor.
Yikes.
Yeah.
That doesn't play for Aristic. Or
Yeah.
one of these things. At
Just do it in response.
In response to the.
In response to dying ad nauseum.
I can't cast it. Doesn't matter. Swamp. Mystical Tutor.
Nope.
Dark Ritual. So this technically pays for it.
Yep. Yeah, you've got your blue sources.
And then I get a bunch of mana.
Although if Elliot pops your Soul Ring,
I get 6. I have 6 colorless coming.
in your main phase,
Yeah.
yeah. But if he pops your Soul Ring, your Spire of Industry is offline.
Windswept Teeth. Auriok Salvagers. There goes the win.
That feels bad.
Vampiric Tutor. Bloodstained Mire. Cyclonic Rift. Lighten Tutor. Windfall. Mox Diamond. Dramatic Reversal. That does nothing when your artifacts are dead. Negate. Scalding Tarn. Chain of Vapor. That doesn't do anything. Crow. That doesn't do it. Can't play that at instant speed. Ponder.
At this point, do you even know what you're looking for?
Brainstorm. Pyroblast. Mystic Remark. I don't actually know if I play
Whatever. Go out on your own terms.
Yeah, just keep going.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
keep
well,
revealing cards.
what is that?
Night's
That's Night's Whisper. Sorry, I started.
That's a cool Night's
Yogsville,
Whisper.
Night's
actually.
Whisper.
I like that.
Flusterstorm.
Nice.
Cabal Ritual. Does this change anything if I get
You got a lot in
You
your
have
graveyard.
Threshold.
You do have Threshold.
So the problem is I need two blue.
Yeah, no,
and
it
like
doesn't do
the
it.
Spire of
It doesn't
Industry
do it.
has to tap. So the Water Grave has to tap for the ritual.
Yep.
Yeah.
So then
Doesn't do it. Keep going.
Gamble.
Gambaroo.
Bad Herb or Tomb of Yawgmoth. Mana Vault. I'm just at this point I'm just showing off my bling, guys.
Yeah, that's
showing off the deck. Force of Will.
Oh, that's a good card.
Hollowed Fountain.
Oh,
I might play
Slider.
Stifle. We're gonna find out.
Who's to
Ancient
say?
Tomb. Is it Signet? Isochron Scepter.
Oh,
Well,
Mana
Scepter
card.
exiled. Mana card to exile.
Mountain. I have the wind in my hand. It's fine.
Okay.
Mountain, Polluted Delta. It's just, getting there. Limb Duels Vaults.
oh.
Talisman of Dawn. Oh no, we're just dead. Path to Exile. We're dead. Badlands. Plateau. We'll leave that last one there.
Okay,
So,
so
we'll take
you
the
get a
Plateau.
plateau into your hand.
We know that he has Laboratory Maniac in his hand, or it's the last card.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a
probably
Plateau in my
nice.
hand.
Okay.
Oh, I'm going to put my triggers back on top of my deck.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. And Tainted Pact resolves.
We are in my combat step.
Yep.
We are in my second main.
Yep.
I'm going to tap this command tower to cast a Soul Ring.
trigger.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do you need more cards?
Not really.
But it's nice to have.
I'm going to cast this Lotus Petal.
Trigger.
Trigger.
I'm not even going to look at them. Actually, I should.
And then I'm going to tap this Soul Ring and pay a life off of this City of Brass.
Down to 2.
To activate Gorilla Shaman, targeting Jerry's Soul Ring.
Birthing Pod.
Can't. That costs 9 mana.
Targeting Jerry's Soul Ring.
Soul Ring down.
And then I'm going to move to my end step, I guess. And discard 6 lands.
Okay.
Untap.
Trigger.
Upkeep trigger. In response to the trigger.
Yep.
Swords Nagila.
Ooh.
Sure.
Ooh, interesting.
Ooh.
Bill gains 3 life.
And draws a card. I don't think
Oh,
it
and
actually,
the draw card. Yeah.
I actually think it matters.
I'm going to draw a
'cause-
card too.
Yeah, because Bill's gaining a bunch.
Oh, yeah. 24.
And then I have 2 mana remaining. I will fail the effect.
All right. Does anybody have any effects in Jerry's end step?
Nope.
All right.
So pretty close. Bill still wins. Doesn't
untap.
matter. I shouldn't have done that. Still, that was
I'm
stupid.
going to draw for my turn. Oh, sorry. I'm not going to pay for Mystical Form.
How much cards did you do?
It drew a lot of cards.
1 mana, draw 10.
Something like that. Yeah, I just have to decide how I want to do this. I'm going to cast Chromox.
Trigger.
Trigger. Yeah, you can draw a card. Exiling Limb Duel's Vault. I'm going to tap this Forest and this Bloom Tender for 3. Or, sorry, 2. So I have 2 green and a white floating. I'm going to activate Birthing Pod, sacrificing Bloom Tender.
Bloom Tender.
Yes.
Okay.
For green and white, or green?
I have green and a white floating.
You have green, white, and then you're activating Birthing Pod.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're paying 2 life.
Yeah, so for 2 life. Sorry. Okay, that's
21.
21.
22. All right, off of the Birthing Pod, I'm going to find Derevi, Imperial Tactician.
ETB trigger.
ETB trigger, untap Birthing Pod. I'm going to forget that I drew this card.
The card you were going to Birthing Pod for.
That's pretty dope. Hang on. What is it?
Are we going to get a bunch of cats?
So I have green, white floating. Tap this for a blue, and this for a blue. And I'm going to cast Felidar Guardian.
Off of the color you have mana floating.
Trigger, I'm going to target...
Chromox.
I'm going to target this Volcanic Island.
Okay.
To untap it.
We're just going to hard cast the Kiki too.
I'm going to sacrifice Safi Eriksdottir, targeting Felidar Guardian. Then I'm going to activate Birthing Pod, sacrificing
Paying 2
Felidar Guardian, paying 2 life, going to 20. Okay, so off of the Birthing Pod, I'm going to find Kiki-Jiki, and then Safi Eriksdottir trigger returns the Felidar Guardian.
What are you bouncing?
I'm going to... I don't know how I get to do this in
So
order.
the Felidar Guardian ETB trigger goes on the stack. You can respond to it if you want.
Is Kiki-Jiki in play at that point? I forget
Yep.
how this actually... Okay. Then yeah, I'm going to target Kiki-Jiki, and then in response I'm going to make a copy of Felidar Guardian.
Well, is it? Hang on. No, it isn't.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter.
If it isn't, I'm just
It
going to
doesn't
untap Riffiter,
matter.
yeah. But anyway, I'm going to make a copy of Felidar right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
I'm going to untap Kijiji.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it again.
You got it.
How many cats you got?
Lots.
How many?
100,000 tokens with haste.
Okay.
If you want to know what that reference is, watch our Better Noah combo.
Oh, it's one of these corners.
Yeah.
Click here. Once the video's done,
We know that it's up.
you can watch how this works.
I'm going to move to combat. I'm going to attack each of you with 500,000 or 50,000 cats.
And me with this one?
That one, yeah.
Just that one?
Yeah, just that one.
Okay, I'll... Oh.
Yeah.
That's game.
I will die a horrible, painful death.
So that was interesting. There was a lot going on.
There was
So
an
okay,
awful lot.
so I like shouted out to the end of the game, but I want to mention this before I forget it. On the turn when I was about to windfall, the line that I was expecting you to take, because you had a command tower untapped, and I know that you drew the Nature's Claim off of the Ad Nauseam.
Yeah.
Collector Oof was still on the battlefield, and I was expecting you to Nature's Claim either my Talisman or my Chrome Mox, because I wouldn't have been able to float mana off of them, and then that would have put me down to 2 mana available, and I wouldn't have been able to cast the Windfall.
Yep. That should have been the play.
Instead, a whole lot of other things happened.
To be fair, you shouldn't have cast the Sun Titan, so I could have mana drained the Admiral.
Oh, well, sorry.
If you mana drained the Ad Nauseam, I would have won off of the Tainted Pact.
That's fair.
Yeah, true.
The funny thing is, when that was all resolving, if Elliot didn't have like Ad Nauseam or whatever, if nothing else was going to happen, I drew into Mana Drain, so I was just going to Mana Drain his Sun Titan instead.
So if
Just
I
so that
did
you couldn't have it.
Oh, I see what you
Because
mean.
in response to you Mana Drain,
Yeah.
I would have Mana Drained it instead.
Yeah, that was
Wow.
something.
Yeah,
And
my other out was attempting to be Autumn's Veil or Veil of Summer off of the either the Ad Nauseam or the Tainted Pact, but it only gives my things protection from blue and black.
Right.
Oh no, yeah, it would have
Yeah,
been
it
good
would
enough
have worked
against
for
the Fire
Covenant,
Covenant.
'cause
Yeah,
it's a black spell.
It is a black spell.
So,
Rakdos.
oh, I'm not going to be able to find it now. But, I found it. So this got added to the
Excuse
deck,
me?
and I was going to attempt to use
What does
that
that
to win.
do?
So this is, you may cast up to one target instant card and or up to one target sorcery card from your graveyard, each with converted mana cost X or less without paying their mana costs.
Yeah.
So,
So what were you going to do with it?
I don't know yet.
Demonic
It's like-
Tutor plus Cabal Ritual.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
for 4 mana, you get to
It's like-
Demonic Tutor.
It's like build your own Dark Petition.
Yeah. I don't know. Just slow recursion, but
Yeah.
It's kind of neat.
That's a good one.
I wonder.
I was
And then-
bummed. I didn't even get to draw off Painseer this game. That's like all I want to do with this deck is draw
off of Painseer?
Yeah.
I blame Prosh. I blame every time somebody comes to the table with Prosh, everybody's got 900 pieces of interaction.
Yeah, that's how I felt.
Actually super tilting. I'm actually really upset. I ad nauseamed specifically into my regrowth, or no, I used my regrowth earlier, and then I ad nauseamed into my Rift Sweeper and my Eternal Witness that got windfalled,
Yeah.
and Jerry had the mental misstep for my Noxious Revival.
Yep.
I still could have won on that turn, but then I had literal no ways to get my food chain back.
Yeah.
other than someone else tapped your string or
That
something.
that was my feeling when I played that on the show, and there were 18 Chain of Vapors.
When you go into the game, you're like, oh, I've got tons of recursion. I've got like 4, 5, 6 ways to get back this food chain.
And then it's
people
all
deal
gone.
with it. And then you draw all of it, and then it gets windfalled. Ooh.
Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah, big
Well,
move.
yeah, that was something. That was a weirder game than I think we usually play
Yeah.
with decks like these. But it was good. I mean, something happened.
Everybody was trying to win the game, and then James had a smuggler's copter.
He had Linvala at
That's
one point.
true. That's true. The Linvala was really good.
His Sun Titan would have ended the game.
Yeah,
Oh,
his
absolutely.
Sun Titan was like the crux of everything happening too, to be fair. So
Yeah. The Sun Titan would have brought back the Sarah Ascendant and like a bunch of other stuff. And then I was
Eventually,
getting ready to bring some stuff back with Silas Wren. And
And you had
It
the
would have
timber for
been-
drawing.
yeah, just starting to attack for like 12, 16 each game or each turn.
Each game. Oh,
Each game.
that's not enough.
Once per game. Yeah.
But like that would have been a very fast clock for us, and you'd be gaining 6 each time too. So
Yeah, 8. 'cause
yeah,
it's in-
life totals were wild.
there were a lot of changes this game.
Yeah. Well, I think we should probably call it. We'll
Yeah,
see you
please.
guys next week.
Hey, thanks for checking out the Spike Feeders on YouTube. If you're not subscribed yet, make sure you click that subscribe button. And you can click this link to check out our other great videos.